Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, January the 28th, and it's 19 months, 114 sets of 5 fucking days, 570 24 hours for me today, and I celebrate that. I am just incredibly grateful and thankful that, I've been given a new lease on life. I went to the gym this morning. I was running, and as I was running, I was thinking about back to all those times that, I couldn't do the thing I was doing then. I couldn't do 19 months ago the shit that I'm doing today. I remember when I couldn't walk to the mailbox without getting winded. Sure as hell couldn't run, and God forbid I was in The Walking Dead or something. I'd be one of those guys that got ate by the zombies, right? So I'm just incredibly grateful and thankful for what the program of action known as Alcoholics Anonymous has taught me. I'm incredibly grateful and thankful for the rooms of AA and the fellowship that I have amongst other people with a common problem. And the good news is we all have a common solution too. So, speaking of the rooms and Alcoholics Anonymous, when I came into the rooms, I used to think of myself being very logical, very rational. I was very disciplined. Very scientific. I had to be able to explain it or rationalize it. I had to be able to justify it to 12 other people. Whatever action I took, I had to be able to justify it in my mind to 12 other complete strangers and convince them that they would have done the same thing. That's how I thought of myself. So let me pose this question. Would you ever buy a house and not live in it? Would you ever buy a car and not live in it? Okay. Probably bad examples. I get that. Probably bad examples. What if you won the lottery? Hell, you could end up having 4 houses. Well, you can't live in 4 houses at one time. So, okay. Or if you won the lottery and you probably have 10 cars and you only drive 1 car at a time. Probably not the best examples. I'm sure there's people out there who, all the millionaires have their rich, the rich homes down in the Bahamas that they only go visit for like a week out of the year or whatever. Or, maybe there's guys out there who have a Corvette, a really nice Corvette in their garage beside classified documents. But anyway, that's beside the point. We probably need to look at something a little bit more practical. So let's talk about maybe did you ever go to the grocery store, spend all this money on groceries, and then bring them home and not use them? Just leave them sitting. They go bad or they never get used at all. It's pretty illogical to think that you would do that, right? I went to the grocery store this morning. That's why I'm bringing it up. So I bring home all these groceries and I just leave them set and I don't use them. Well, shit, I just wasted my money. What the hell? Why would I do that? Pretty illogical, pretty irrational. How about this? Would you ever walk into a room, pitch black room, and flip on the light switch and then close the door immediately on the outside where you're still on the outside and refuse to go back in that room because the light's on, that you turned on? What? Me saying this, it sounds completely insane, irrational, illogical. What if I had a cold? What if I had a sinus infection or whatever? And my doctor said, hey, here's some pills, take these pills and you'll be better in 24 hours. And I say, no. What? That's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. Why would I do that? If I'm sick and I got a cure, why would I say, no, doc, thanks, but no thanks? That's stupid. That's dumb, and so when I came into the rooms, I thought I was very logical, but yet there were many times I would look back, I'd wake up and I'd go, oh my God, I can't believe I said that last night. Oh, it's not me. It's not who I am. Or I can't believe, I did that yesterday. Oh, what was I thinking? How humiliated I am. And I'm humiliated. I'm disgusted, whatever. Only to go back and do the same thing again just a few hours later, if not a few days. That's irrational. That's illogical. And that's how drug addicts and alcoholics, that's how we think. That's what happens whenever the disease, this disease that we all suffer from, controls us. We do illogical, irrational, and stupid shit. Let me point out another irrational or logical behavior. When I came into the room, I knew I was powerless over alcohol, that my life had become unmanageable, that I could not control my fucking drinking. That had been solved. I knew that. And I also knew that there was a power greater than me, God, whom I choose to call God. There was a power greater than me that could restore me to sanity. I knew that too. So if that's step one and step two right there. So if I knew I was powerless, I couldn't control anything in any aspect of my life, and then I knew there was a power greater than me, I tried everything on, trying to manage my life, trying to manage my drinking. I couldn't. If no human power that could control my drinking, control and manage my life, but I came to believe that there is something that could control it for me. All right? Step one, step two. Why would I not logically, rationally take step three? So I came to believe in step two. I came to believe in a power greater than me could restore me to sanity. Why would I not logically take step three and say, you know what? For me, it's God. It doesn't have to be God for you. It can be a power greater than you. I know people that it's a doorknob, or it's a rock, or it's a tree, or whatever. It doesn't have to. It's you. Got to be your own conception of that power greater than you. But why would I come to believe in a power greater than me could restore me to sanity, and then not turn my will and my life over to the care of that power? Why would I not do that? So it's like saying, hey, you got 3 steps. Take step 1, take step 2, and that's all right. I don't need to take step 3. Then what's the point of taking step 2? Fuck, what's the point of taking step 1? I might as well just go back out and get fucking drunk again. That's the insanity that we deal with, that goes through our brains as drug addicts and alcoholics. And for me, I had reached a point whenever I came into the rooms that I knew I was alcoholic, I knew I was powerless, I knew my life was unmanageable, I knew there was a power greater than me that could restore me to sanity. I call that power God. So why would I not want him to take care of my will? Why would I not want him to take care of my life and to correct all the shit storms that I've created in my life? It doesn't make any sense to me to say, no, I ain't gonna take step 3. If you know you're powerless, you know your life is unmanageable, and you believe in something out there that's greater than you, creative intelligence of the universe, or all-powerful being, or whatever you want to call it, doorknob, rock, tree, mailbox, whatever, why would you not turn your will and your life over to the care of that power greater than you? 19 months ago, I did that. 19 months, 114 sets of 5 fucking days. I did that. And you know what? I did that today when I woke up. I'm going to do it tomorrow whenever I wake up. Because that's what started me on this journey. That's what got my head clear. That's what got all the alcohol out of my head. That's what allowed me to come back to a level of sanity, of not making illogical and irrational decisions, but rather making logical and rational ones. And you know what? Because God was doing for me what I could not do for myself, I couldn't be happier. This is the happiest I've been in 47 years. All right. So anyway, with that, I just want to share that with you. Take that step 3. You were willing to turn your will and your life over to the care of a God of your own understanding. Not mine, not somebody else's. This has nothing to do with religion. Somebody tells you that, well, you got to choose my God. You need to get the hell away from that person quickly, too. Find another sponsor, something. Why would you not take that step? What do you have to lose? Your life? Everything? We all have that to lose. So anyway, I want to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys have a kick-ass weekend, and just know, guys, that I love you, and you cannot get drunk if you don't take that first drink.